I was trained as a traditional artist, but I was raised by scientists. I've always been surrounded by science in that way and technology. When I was painting or sculpturing, it always felt very static. So then the notion of technology came in, software, microchips, LEDs. And for me, it was a way to make my own world less brutal, less harsh, and more open and more interactive. That's the beauty of technology. It became way more immersive. It's more like a second layer. We really take global challenges like pollution or rising sea level or CO2 and try to transform it into something more hopeful and more beautiful and also more solution-driven. Like bicycle paths which charge at daytime via the sun and glow at night, or the smoke-free towers which suck up polluted air and create these clean air parks. A large part of the Netherlands is below sea level. So without the systems of dikes, of the pumps, of the windmills, of the water management, we would actually we would drown. Technology, creative thinking is already in the DNA of the landscape I grew up in. That says a lot about our identity as a country, but that also says a lot about my identity as a maker. A water light is actually a sort of layer of light and humidity which shows how high the water level would be if we stop investing in new ideas, if we stop thinking about the future. So basically you have high density LEDs, then you have a lens gives it the right angle, the sort of the flat surface, and you have a little computer like a PC with a code which creates the sinus movements. So that generates the movement of the light. And the idea is that you make sure that the frequencies sort of fall into each other, so you get like one big wave. And then you have the humidity here to make sure that when the light hits the humidity, it becomes visible, because light needs to hit something to become visible. And we launched it in Amsterdam, in Paris, London, United Nations in New York. 60,000 people showed up in Amsterdam. And they were actually talking about water. So some were a bit scared because they experienced floods in their previous years, but others were more mesmerized. A virtual reality, an augmented reality, but at the same time it's real. You can touch it, you can feel it, you can experience it together. Technology jumping out of the computer screen and creating these collective experience. That's, I think, the true power of tech.